Hello, so good to meet you at Billion Happy Life Subscribers Marathon. Let's take some positive vibe for today to practice it from the world scriptures. We are reading this to get good positive vibe and practice it for a really happy day as billions of people was doing till now and will do further. Next chapter is the Lord of Creation. Although human beings are but a part of the natural world, we occupy a unique position as a Lord of Creation. In the Bible, Adam and Eve were granted the blessing of dominion over all things, and the Quran accorded to each human being the status of God's vicegerent. This means also that God created the natural world for our benefit, as nature provides us with everything we need to live and thrive. Nevertheless, the blessing of dominion is not divine permission to pollute the earth and create artificial environments at natural expense. In the agricultural society where this mandate was first given, human creativity was seen as essential in harmony with nature's ebb and flow. We are truly Lord of Creation when we practice love for all things and use our creativity to enhance nature. We are truly a Lord of Creation when we practice love of all things and use our creativity to enhance nature's abundance, even as we adapt it to our use. The basis of humankind's sovereignty was over nature is not a matter of size or stretch. On that scale of things, we are but infinitesimal specks on a planet that is itself but a speck in the infinite riches of the universe. Rather, it is due to our unique spiritual endowments. Humans seek after God. They seek to better themselves and aspire to a better world. This makes us different in kind from animals, and our awareness of and intimacy with the creator of the universe. We humans are potentially more valuable than the entire world of creation. Do we deserve this honor? As a father moon teaches, since we receive the creator abundant love, we should in turn love the creator and on God's behalf. Then we become the bridge between God and natural world. God loves his creature through us, and through us the entire natural world is perfected. Human beings are given dominion over all things. From Quran quote, I will create a vicegerent on earth. From the Bible, and God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the air and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. Another quote from Quran, do you not see that God has subjected to you use all things in the heaven and earth and make his boundless flow to you in exceeding measure, both seen and unseen. And another quote, when I look at thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars, which thou hast established, what is man that thou art mindful of him, and the Son of Man that thou dost care for him. Yet thou hast made him a little less than God, and does crown with him with glory and honor. Another quote from Quran: God is he who created the heavens and the earth, and sent down rain from skies, and with it brings forth fruit to feed you. And it is he who made the sheep subject to you, that they may sail through the sea by his command, and the rivers he has made subject to you, and he made subject to you the sun and the moon, both delightfully pursuing their courses, and the night and the day he made subject to you, and he gives you of all that you ask for. But if you count the favor of God, never will you be able to humble them. Verify man is given up to injustice and ingratitude. Another quote from Bible: out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every bird of the air, and brought them to a man to see what he would call them. And whatever the man called every living creature, that was its name. Further, let's read from the Second Coming Messiah quotes. Teaching of Sun and Moon: God the Creator created human beings as the Lord of all things. The ideal world is a world that reflects God and fulfill God's purpose of creation. Hence, human beings ever seek a harmonious and peaceful life filled with God's love, and to improve their environment by continually creating new things. Creativity does not mean merely production, but rather all manner of creative action, such as original new ideas, planning, improving, and producing. Humans have come to reflect God's creativity uh, through outstanding scientific progress, but so far have not learned His love. Therefore, this world is still filled with the sorrow, pain, and distress. Who is enlightened? He can embrace a tree and marveling at its value exclaims, "Oh God, I bow before thy greatness that is discovered in this tree." On seeing nature incredible variety, he recognized the exquisite beauty of God's variegated love and heart. His heart drawn him to be friend to all beings, and every cell in his body rejoices to their company. If you attain this state, you represent the entire universe. You are the Lord of creation. Saint Francis preaches to the animals and birds. This is no idle tale, it is fact. All beings desire true love. This is why human beings, as the Lord of creation, should embrace and love all creatures, God, masterpieces, and teach them how to love. All creation is longing to receive and experience God's love through men and women who have become one with God at the pinnacle of true love. We should feel ashamed that we have not yet realized His degree of love. All beings exist at a certain level of mutual attraction. At the same time, all beings want to be absorbed into higher levels of love. Does minerals want to be absorbed into plants? Plants want to be absorbed into animals, and finally, all the creation want to be absorbed into human beings. Through this process, they ultimately reach the position where they can experience the essence of true love, which is love that is nearest to God, the origin of love. God created everything with an intrinsic nature to provide value to a higher level. For example, eels and worms that fish like to eat also provide ingredients for natural medicines for humans. Creatures on a high level, to consume beings on a lower level. Without this process, the universe could not exist. Darwin's theory regarding the survival of the fittest needs to be re-examined in the context of this logic of love. Even ants and microorganisms want to love so much that they will die to become part of an entity of greater love. Because of this principle, human beings created as the highest partners of God's love can consume all creatures. We can enjoy everything we desire on the condition that we do so with heart that represent the love of God, the Creator. God created all things with forms, but God does not have any form. In order to have dominion over all beings, creatures on earth, and angels in heaven, God needed a counterpart who could be this master. That is why He created human beings. Adam and Eve were to be the center of God's dominion over both the spirit world and the physical. This was God's purpose for creating human beings, as they relate with the substantial personal being. The perfection of Adam and Eve is the perfection of God's form. Accordingly, God created Adam and Eve in His image, resembling His character and form. Without humans, all His form, God could not have dominion over all world of form. Yes, so inspired, good, positive from the world message from world scriptures. Let's read further from the Happy Modern Homo Sapiens book. The chapter is Live Happy, Healthy. Take a big, deep breath in difficult situations. Doctors advise us, and yes, there is a direct connection between our breath and our health. Correct breath is very important in our daily life. Better to breathe deeply using not only lungs but also stomach, abdomen. In any difficult life situation to overcome it and live happily, first step is simple breath. Take time every day for breathing exercise because as soon as a burden or responsibility falls on us, we stop breathing in the literal sense of the word. Being in stress, a person constantly holds his breath like underwater. And the first thing is to remember, keep breathing even in the most uncomfortable situation. When you breathe smoothly and deeply, the pain simply goes away. And what's more important, concentrating on breathing, you stop chewing thoughts about what's hard for you, forgetting about it completely. Everybody strives to eat good food nowadays. One of the very important issues about it is to eat regularly 3 meals a day. Otherwise, empty stomach aches and it harm your health. Scientists prove direct relation between healthy food, amount of it, and long life. Our modern medicine that's supposed to keep us alive sometimes kill us faster than if we don't use it. Scientists prove therefore better to use only natural medicine and natural antidepressants to reduce daily stress. Help us walk in the midst of nature in a park or forest. Nature helps us to relax. Being in the midst of nature daily, you will not need your daily antidepressant. Live good. There is no time to get sick. When you are inspired and focus on your goals and you don't have time for sickness. Pain is the reaction of the body to wrong thoughts. As the mind finds contact with the body, it became obvious that the pain most often often begins with a spasm with negative emotions. The pain of the body signals that it can no longer be in a natural state of compression and requires relaxation. We get sick too when we overload ourselves with work. If you do sports, diets, or any other activities and start feeling uprising pain, stop it immediately because it will harm your body function for a long time. Same for the soul. If you feel bad inside, stop and meditate about recent thoughts, words, and actions in life, where it flows, in what direction, and choose new direction without soul pain. Keep calm in stress situation. However, any human beings have a limit of stress to stress. Does it to increase stress limit people need something thought. This could be sports games all along with spending time in the nature. Play sports game on regular basis in your life. As harder is game that you could manage is better, especially if these are strategy games. Further comparing with sports where you need to spend energy, for example, yoga helps to save it. A useful life principles teach that ancient practice usually to achieve a good result. We try to do it through pain, deprivation, and the severance of health. But do you really need this? For example, yoga owns the body no worse than any athletes, but they are always relaxed and the face of blissful smile. When and on the face, a blissful smile. When engaged, they release the situation, not chasing on the process, but focus the results. Having mastered this principle, you will learn to not battle even in the most difficult life situation. And this is not abstraction, as it may seem. Master the ability to distinguish the moments when it is necessary to influence the situation and when to let it resolve by itself. Since humans are living by their stories, to rewrite and envision your happy life stories for good as a powerful tool, you could use meditation or prayer. Everybody belongs to a church nowadays. Some people do it consciously and worship their parent, but others by default worship other things like alcohol, smoking, free sex, and even there is a full country worship nuclear weapons, as you know. I'm writing worship here because you couldn't name with the other words all they thought about this addiction that people have. So be careful what you thought are all about and where it leads your life, since what you envision it will actually happen. That is why when we fear something and always thinking about it will happen for sure, since we envision it and worry too much about it. Therefore, use constantly meditation and draw your mind map for wellness, happiness for you and all people around in your life. Wearing comfortable where it's another side of wellness. As you may try already wearing not suitable wear, you catch yourself that you not only you body, heart, but soul too cries all day. By our modern way of life and the meals, our body constantly fills up with slugs and fat that bring health disorders and may lead even to development of cancer. To get rid of slugs, stomach problem, and the health problem, people for a long time already are successfully use fasting. Any fasting that you could handle is okay. Half day, 1 day, 3 day, 4 day, 7 day, 21 day, 40 day. Fasting more than 40 days is impossible because people could die by it. Moreover, do not eat 24 or 40 days is very difficult and it needs assistance. Use fasting only for higher purpose or very difficult health situation in your life. Yes, this was the quotes for today. Please practice them. I like very much this quote that all beings desire true love. I have a friend and he is very close to nature. When I visit him last year, he was touching his chickens, and when I try to touch this chicken, they run away. But he liked them and loved them, and it's very interesting. So to develop this kind of love, please develop it and love not only the nature and the environment and the animals, and but all your family and everybody whom you touch, think, and sometimes, for example, you watch news and everything. This is the most problem that we are in the stress, but we supposed to care for it, and we will always almost pray for it when we see in the news there are difficult situation with different people. We could think good thought about them and really love everybody. And as now is the time of second coming, that Messiah bring the true love of God to the humankind. By the practice this, we could build that world that we was all humankind was dreaming about. Not in long time, sometimes in ages, but till 2027. More about, just contact me. The phone is below. Wish you a great happy day. Please don't forget to, after this mind exercise, mind discovery that we are reading word scriptures, please do physical exercise. Drink pure water and eat good food without chemicals. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.